Live.
Attention everybody. Attention everybody. What a blessing, what a blessing. I told myself when I come back to St. Louis, it got to be for a reason. This is a good reason. This is a good reason. I wanted to feel like I accomplished things. And I just spoke about it, but I wanted to be about it. But y'all know Migos and walking like I talking song. No, y'all know that. But you gotta walk it like you talking. Okay. So I decided to step into my purpose full force. I stopped being disobedient to the Lord. I trusted my faith. Because when I lost my father 8 years ago, it was an emotional roller coaster. And that was one of the biggest hurting points of my life. I never been hurt that much. I shedded so many tears. And when I seen my father not eat no more, not talking, not walking, all of these things, my mind was going. It was moving. As he was like transitioning, I was meditating. I was looking at myself from different lights and different angles to realize what is God doing to my life and for my life. What is this moment coming to? And when I got back to school, every emotion really hit me. I didn't realize how fast I was going and moving. But I remember my mom, when I was in the house with my father, being by his side, she said, son, you can get some fresh air, you can go. I said, no, I'm good. Because as my father took care of me, it was my time to take care of him. And that's when I knew God put that duty on my life. You know, could we come together as a family and give him that support that he needed to transition? You know, it's a lot of things that I noticed being in that time, seeing that it's a whole different world that you're really going through. So they need the utmost, happiest support to cross that other side. So basically, the small things that you're going through do not matter at that time. It doesn't matter. Because when you're gone, whatever's here is going to be here. But you're not going to be able to be here with it. Yeah. So I take heed to that every day. My biggest fear is dying with my gift inside of me tomorrow and not using it today. So that's when I made the decision to say it's time to step up. To say it's time for me to do me. And that's where my name came from. The name of my organization, my company. It's time to step up. Because when you think about your life, any area that you think about, you can step up in your relationship, in your life, in your health, and sacrificing and building things and going. I want to share why I wrote the book. Because it been questioned. What made you write the book? What made you write the book? What made you write the book? It was a time when I was really down, being in Atlanta, Georgia. April to be exact. Searching for a job, low on money. Feeling defeated. Feeling like I took steps back when I was moving forward. And I'm looking at these things as far as, how did I get here? What is life saying to me right now? So I sat down and meditated. And God told me to write. So I'm like, this is the perfect time for me to pull every quote that I have inside of me and put it on paper. And 5 months later, I decided to release that book on my birthday as I turned 28. Nobody had a clue. Sometimes you just gotta step out and do it.
I know that's right.
And let the results speak for itself. Even when I became an author, even me being an author, I wasn't looking to sell not one book at all. I was looking to get that title and market myself and brand myself as a better speaker. You know, because what makes you authentic? What makes you innovative? What makes you step up? What makes you different? What makes people want you? What makes people want to watch you? What makes people want to see you in a different light? And I just recently got 3 certifications.
That's what's up, bestie.
In psychology, mental health awareness, and advanced cognitive behavioral therapy.
Yeah.
So, what Mr. Les Brown's son, John Leslie, said one time, and I took this to heat. Don't be a motivational speaker. Be a motivational leader. Be a motivational leader. So, I'm not just a speaker. I'm an empowerment leader. I'm not just going to show you how to do it. I can teach you how to do it. Because I had to teach myself. I had to own up to things myself. Being clingy, insecure, being hurt, getting my heart broke. I didn't know how to love myself. I didn't know how to love myself. And I wanted people to fill that void for me. And every time I did, it went wrong. But I'm glad I did. Because it made me a stronger man. It made me stronger. It made me understand people better, which I struggle with. It made me understand the English language, which I struggle with. How to communicate, how to understand, how to use this to guide this. Everything is a mindset thing. Everything is a mindset thing. Whatever you tell your mind to do, it can do it. It can do it. And what a lot of people want things, but you got to take uncomfortable steps to get it. Want to know why? Because it's things you never had. Mm-hmm. How can you do the same things to get things that you never had? There's no way possible. There's no way possible. So when you need to tap into your gift, if you need help, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to step up. Don't be afraid to meditate. Don't be afraid to ask God. Because something about me, I make mental health normal. As far as, hey David, when we watching a game or something, we need to be talking about mental health. Best friend. When you talking to the Alicia at the nail shop, y'all need to be talking about mental health.
Yes, sir.
We got to make it a comfortable position because that is worse than the pandemic. That's what been killing our people. Not a gun, the lack of help, the lack of resources. Hey, Mom. The lack of being in a position to do what you need to do. So if we come together and stop looking at people from the cover of the book and getting down to why they always saying, oh, I'm just okay, I'm good, and just go on to worry about yourself, we need to be more heart-filled. We need to guide ourselves to be a village so we can raise tribes. Because anything that we do, the youth, the younger people are looking at all of these examples. So if we don't set the right examples, from youth to old, the world is going to be destroyed. And I'm a real believer of everybody got a superpower. Everybody got a superpower. And the more and more our strengths come together, because everybody's not strong at everything, but if our strengths come together, we can make a difference. We're going to make a difference. But we have to stand up. We got to stop letting the media and the TV and the radio control our world. I know that. Block some things off. Cut the TV off. Do a little more reading. Like if you want to start working out, which I need to, I gotta say it myself. Let's start walking. You ain't gotta hit the gym, try to max out. Just start walking around the block. Just take a couple steps. Get a bike. Go bike ride. Yeah, dance. Hey.
Oh, here you go.
Leave that to your mom.
But God, I thank God every day.
Yes.
I thank God every day. I remember one time when I first started, what made me comfortable with talking. In March, I never forget. It was my first time going to Martin Luther King House in Georgia. And walking the streets and the house in front, and knowing somebody that powerful made a difference for us to be all in the room at the same time. For us to drive cars, for us to work where we want to work and wear what we want to wear. I decided, my mom did not know. I said, when I get home, I'm starting my podcast because I have something to say. And I just started, whatever topic came to my mind, I just started speaking on it and speaking on it and speaking on it. Speaking on it, interviewing people, speaking on it. So I made myself comfortable to do what I need to do. I didn't blame nobody. I knew what I had to do to make that difference in my life. Because I was passionate about it. But if I want to make a difference, I have to do it myself. It don't matter what, no source of somebody tell me how good I am, what you do, how wide, none of that, it doesn't matter. If you don't believe in that within yourself, you're not going to accomplish nothing. You're going to stay stagnant. So we have to grow every day. We are this small compared to the world. So you tell me you can't learn something new every day? We got to take heed to these things. We got to be okay with doing different things. Because if we never see different, we never going to be different. We got to take these stands. When I said that I'm going to be a motivational speaker, empowerment speaker, I'm doing this because of my whys. And your why have to be bigger than you. You have to be the last person in your why list. There's so many people that don't understand themselves. 3 months ago, one of my good associates that I used to hang out with, his name is Titus. Cool, fly guy, plays sports. We used to always bump into each other. He was friends to my cousin. 3 months ago, he killed himself. He was my age. What I get from that is 2 things. The world was that big on him where he couldn't lift it up, but also he felt like he had nobody in his corner to come to his rescue. So that's why I say, stop judging a book by its cover. Even the strongest people need a hug, need a checkup, need something to get. Like,
right.
Life not no easy, but you get stronger. But you cannot elevate unless you have the right people around you. As Les Brown said, OQP, only quality people. Iron sharpening iron, folks. Y'all gonna learn together. Somebody that's gonna be honest with you when you're doing stupid stuff.
Okay.
Somebody that's gonna root you on when you're reaching for your goals. And somebody that's gonna have your back when you fight for your life. This world is a battle, as y'all can see, but we cannot make no excuse for it. Because everybody that's successful, believe it or not, they just like us. I say this all the time. A lot of them came from bankruptcy, homeless, lack of family, lost both parents when they was younger, all type of things, all type of abuse, all these things. But they decided to not let that hold them back. They needed to step up and say, my future depends on me. So if I allow this darkness to always absorb my life, what am I doing to myself? Les Brown once said, do not die at 25 and get buried at 65. Y'all know what that means? Raise your hand if you know what that means.
Yeah.
I'll break it down. That means always grow and believe in yourself. Don't never be okay where you at. I got a real question. I've been waiting to ask this question. It's gonna hit somebody's heart too. Everybody can agree. If you was to die tomorrow, would you be satisfied with your life?
No.
Okay. I wouldn't.
I got more to
I
give.
wouldn't. I got way too much more to do.
Way too much.
I'm blessed to be where I'm at. But who want to be wealthy? Raise your hand.
Mom.
I do. I don't want to rely on 9 to 5.
That's right.
I want to go on vacation anytime I want. Drink wherever I want, go wherever I want, help whoever I want. That's why I want to be financially free. It ain't just because of me. I want to build platforms for people. I want to grow people. I want to help people move forward. I want to break that invisible chain that's holding them back. Because life is too big to be small-minded. Life is too big. We have to continue to grow. And I love life. Life is the most beautiful things ever. The second most beautiful thing that's involved in life is human beings. Human beings. We are the most powerful creatures. We the most powerful creatures. As you look around this building, it's human beings that made this building. It's human beings that made the cars that we drive in. But who created them human beings? Powerful, right? Powerful, right? So it says we got so much superpowers in us, but we have to unlock them doors that we already got the keys to. We gotta continue to fight for the greater half of ourselves. Because life don't get no easy, you only get stronger. God blessed every single one of us with a special gift to be amazing and to use that gift before we die. We have to find out what our passions is. We got to think about other people's life. And when I look at the world now, I don't know what happened to it because it's no respect. It's no respect. Even when I go to a restaurant, I'm getting rushed. I'm not getting the right service. People don't care about their job. When you see younger kids just cussing in front of older kids, pants all down. A lot of women not caring about themselves. These are the things we got to think about every day. We got to make a difference. It don't even have to be no mass thing. Get one person a day, one person. It could be holding the door. It could be saying, hey, how you doing? Because we were sent here to be servants to the Lord. Whatever you believe in, we all come from the same thing, whatever you believe in. Because we all human beings. We all came in this world the same, and we going to leave the world the same. I got a question. Let me know if you know anybody that just dies deaf. If they do, hey, let me know how they do.
We don't know.
So we got to do everything, all the things that we can to grow up. These times is beautiful. We can shape the world to be a different place. It's time to step up. It's time to step up. And I remember just even, asking people on Clubhouse, how do you get paid speaking gigs? Can I get an opportunity? You wanna know what they told me? Basically, I don't know you like that. But it's something that they did tell me and I also learned. So you eat the meat and throw away the bone.
Mm-hmm.
But what they did tell me is stay with your circle of people, grow with them, network with them. So what I'm saying is you don't have to try to fit in with nobody. People gonna love you for who you are. People gonna love you for who you are. Be your authentic self. And I struggle with that. I didn't love myself the way I needed to. I knew I was intelligent. I knew I had things going for myself, but I didn't love myself. Because if I did, I wouldn't have been trying to force people to love me. But I had to learn from that. God had to hit me on the head a couple times like, son, get it together. And I finally listened. But I had to go through it. Sometimes we got to walk up the individual steps like Martin Luther King said. We got to keep moving forward. This is a blessed time. This is a blessed life. But out of everything that I went through, I will not take it back. Because I would not be in front of y'all today, found my passion, came back for my book signing to be with my loving friends and family, to support me. This is an amazing feeling. I thank God right now. And I'm gonna land my plane with this. One of my good friends, Darren Rowe, and my homie speaking community. It's a saying that he says, clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Because we don't clap for ourselves enough for the little things. We always trying to go hurdle over the next, do this. Oh, that ain't good enough. Be grateful for that little thing. I am Mr. Overcomer. It's time to step up.